Hello. It's been a bit, my brave knights, princes and princesses and other friends from YouTube. I know I haven't really made a video for a while because I've been streaming. If you haven't, you should go watch me. I'm on Twitch. So, yeah. This is a serious video, though. This is not an easy video to make. And basically, to cut to the quick, Bede has passed away. The dog you guys hear in the background barking, the dog you guys saw on in my streams whenever you guys would redeem Pet the Dog, yeah, he passed away. He passed away on the 5th of April in the afternoon. So from October of last year to now, he was on borrowed time. He grew a cyst on his back in October. It was like one day he was fine, and then the next day he couldn't even get up. So I had to help him up. But thankfully his front paws were still working, so he was able to somewhat function. So from October of 2024 to recently, he was fine. And then on the 4th of April, I was walking him. It was a Friday morning. And he stepped on something. And to this moment, to this day, if you ask me what that was, I have no idea. I don't know what he stepped on. But he stepped on something. And he was done. His front paw ended up being shot, and so he was not doing well. To top it off, the thing growing on his back was also causing a stench, which I fought off with dog soap, water, and love incense. But yeah, he stepped on something, and then that night I walked him again, and he laid down, and he looked at me, and B gives me different looks over time, but he looked at me and said, "I'm done." That's basically what he's telling me as he looked at me. "I'm done, bud." So I remember looking up into the heavens. I remember saying, "Don't make me do this. Don't make me make this decision." But I had to. So that night, I went to bed at midnight, I remember, because one of my best friends was streaming karaoke and I watched him singing and stuff. And I got off, I tried to go to bed, B starts crying. And he couldn't get up. He could not get up. He wasn't getting up. So as I would do whenever a storm rolled in, I stayed with him all night. Stayed with him for 7 hours. So from 1 to about 7. Didn't get any sleep that night. The next day, I had to make the most painful decision of my life. And I did. I told the people that needed to know, that being my parents, that he was done. That I was making pancakes, and I looked at my dad and I was like, he's done. And yeah, he was. So I helped my dad pick him up, and I got him as far as the porch, and my dad carried him the rest of the way to the car, and that's as far as I went. That's as far as I was willing to go. I had already said my goodbyes in October when, he began crumbling. I went back inside, and he's buried over at my brother's house. I've already visited him once, and just said hi. But he's no longer in any pain, thankfully. He would bark at everything. The cars, people, thunder, fireworks, his own shadow, lights. He barked at everything. He was very protective. He was very territorial. Didn't like people very much, but there were a few people he was okay with. The funny thing is that from 2024 to 2025, he never barked at the fireworks. He was quiet for the first time It's like they didn't bother him. It was crazy. I was like, "You good, man? Like you usually bark at these things." They didn't. He just kind of looked at me like, "Eh." I was like, "Okay. Why couldn't you have done this like years or like over the years? Life would have been nice." But yeah, he stopped barking at a lot of things. He didn't even bark at the person that was here once praising the house. He didn't even look at him. So, but yeah, we gotta be in what, 2014, 15. If I go back through my old videos, I'm pretty sure I will hear him bark somewhere in there. And he's not, as it were, lost to time because there are videos of him on this channel. That I made on purpose just because. But you're no longer going to hear him barking anymore. You're no longer going to see him. So the pet the dog redeemer's gone. But thank you, Bede. Thank you for putting up with me. So, Zwingli is still alive, by the way. Don't worry about that. He's still alive. But I felt like you guys deserve to know because I was going to make a video. In fact, I explained the situation in a stream the Monday, but it felt like I was just skimming through it, just trying to get it done and over with. So I've sat for a while to just kind of digest a while and think it over. But yeah. So that's why, just so y'all know, I don't know when I'm going to upload another video on here. Like, I've thought about it. It's just hard to do because YouTube has never been I've never gotten a send off of YouTube for all the videos I've done, and I just kind of got tired of it. So Twitch is where I am, and I am just as sassy and just as myself as I've ever been on there. I haven't really changed all that much. I'm still me. The only thing that's different is that it's silent in this house. It's crazy. Because if you go back and you look at my videos from all the way back in 2015 to now, you'll notice, if you pay attention, the noise, the background noise, goes from so much noise to now nothing. It's silent. All you hear is me talking. There's no more doggo to bark in the background. There's no more of that. Well, Zwingli does. That's it. That's all I wanted to say. So you can find me on Twitch, and as for how I'm doing okay. I'll survive. I've survived this long. That's all I wanted to tell you all. That's it.